ABC 36 News at Noon is brought to you by Trackside Restaurant and Bourbon Bar.
Hey folks, welcome back. We've got a good friend with us. She's a phone-a-friend, right? When you're in trouble, you call this woman. Dr. Melissa Carver. She's traveled all around teaching workshops about everything involving mindset and self-empowerment. Really good to see you as always.
Hey, good to see you all.
Thank you
for having me again.
And you know, we're going to be talking about debating today. Healthy debating,
Healthy
right?
debating.
So debating, is it actually good for our mental health? Because sometimes when I'm seeing debating on TV, I'm not seeing something healthy going on.
They're not doing it right.
No.
They're not right. Maybe they need to be a little bit more mindful of one another.
There we go.
But it is so good for our mental health because it increases our communication skills and it broadens our mindset if we're listening to the other person. You know, it's broadening the way we think about things. So it is good for our mental health.
But haven't we lost the art of debating over the years? And we've gotten to a kind of a really bad place with it now, where we can't seem to do it anymore without offending, upsetting. How do we get back to that place? What's that core that we have to hold on to figure out how to rebuild, how to debate in a healthy way?
Yeah, it feels like everything is extreme now.
Yes.
Doesn't it feel that way? Like no
yes.
matter what the conversation or the topic is, it's extremist. And I think because there's so much emotion involved, so we have to step out of that and detach from the emotion and the ego. And then we can have real conversation when we're like, hey, this person feels just as passionate as I do about this. So let me step outside of myself and actually listen to what they're saying and figure out why. Ask questions. Also,
respect it and have that mindset of, I want to learn from this.
Exactly. There's always something to learn, whether we agree, don't agree, ever talk about it again.
Well, and it's hard because it's a two-way conversation. So you can be mindful and stepping back and listening, but when the other person isn't, it makes it so difficult if they're not going to do the same. You know what I mean?
It does. That's why I think asking questions, that's my favorite thing. It also works with teenagers.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Just
there we go.
Just ask questions.
Write that down.
Okay.
Little extra note today.
That's right.
No, that's
But ask people questions. Then you don't feel like it's an attack.
Yes.
Right? So they want to talk about themselves. They want to talk about the topic. So ask them questions that lead to also maybe your perspective.
Yes.
And we've got to get this back, because this is a bedrock in relationships. This is a bedrock in friendships.
Yes.
And
family gatherings.
We've just gotten too far away from it.
Family gatherings, especially. I mean, it can get really heated at family gatherings too.
And sometimes people avoid going because they're afraid. They anticipate some type of confrontation.
My goodness.
Yes, I know. I mean, and you said stepping out, you know, kind of stepping out and asking more questions is one of the best ways. Any other techniques or tips that you can give us?
Listen.
Listen.
And not just to reply. Don't just be waiting for your own reply. Really listen to what the other person is saying. That's more important, really, than what you're saying.
And it's hard because you do get caught up in your mind. You're like, oh, I'm going to say this. Oh, I got this. You know, and you're not even listening to what they're saying. And they know it sometimes, too.
They do. It can be felt.
Taken from people who talk for a living. You need to talk less.
Right, all three of us are like...
Listen more. That's a good rule for all of us.
That's true.
Dr. Carver, what's a great way for folks to reach out to you and continue to get good counsel on navigating these waters?
Social media, just Dr. Melissa Carver. My personal page is Melissa Carver, or the website.
Okay.
Thank you for all your insight on all of the different topics that we talk about. We so look forward to you coming in every single time.
Love your visits. We are back in just a second, folks. Stick around, please.